Give me your thoughts a little bit about people you've met both in prison and out, etc. Leadership. What kind of things impress you with good leaders, bad leaders, etc.?
It seemed to me that they're trying to draw a picture of what is a perfect leader, and they have all now kind of buzzwords that they use. I think I really discovered what, quote, good leadership, unquote, is. I had squadron commanders that were great people, and generally you could follow them because they would do what they said. But every so often you get somebody slip in there that was kind of, I don't know how to say it, but he wasn't. But I got into jail, and the first thing I found out is those guys, when they say something, they do it. So when Stockdale said something, you could count on it. So I introduced Stockdale, Bob Shoemaker and I introduced Stockdale at a meeting. I think turned out to be all classes, but it was on leadership, and it was on some of Stockdale's thoughts, which unfortunately tend to go over a lot of people's heads because he's a pretty big thinker. And I had the chance to introduce him to Shoemaker. One of the things I said is that the leadership that we observed was a do as I do, not do as I say. Stockdale was noted for that. So you could know who to follow. So the leadership in prison was based on, I know what it's based on, it's based on selfishness. I want to survive. You want to survive with me? Well, let's work together. So we find out who's senior, and then I say, okay, you're the senior man. We got to work this through this thing. So we had a team, we had leadership that was a perfect example, and it kind of bothers me to the degree that the academy doesn't. They're still on these. One of the things they used to teach us is, if you don't check out the AD, they had an oil thing here. You're at fault if the plane runs out of oil because the petty officer on the line, that's not his responsibility. Well, it is his responsibility. And they get to the point where some of the stuff is so filtered that they give you an opportunity not to be a good leader and say you're a good leader. So I got to prison with guys, Jesus Christ, they give their right arm for you, and then they go out and actually get it for you. So I was, and Shoemaker's one of them. Bob's always been a good friend, but he's not quiet, but he does good work. And when I don't know what it was, but something happened in our days that he said, make it simple. Nowadays, I've been in this capstone thing, and there's just too many. If I give you too many options, I don't know what you can do with them. That's not to say that you wouldn't know what to do with them, but now we've got all kinds of options. And in prison we had one option. Do it. And the answer is, who's new will you stay alive?
Yeah.
So I guess you know that staying alive is damn important.
Yeah, right. So
I didn't know it was that important, but it's damn important.
Do like I do, not like I say.
Yeah. Do as I do, not as I say.
That's great. Well,
that sort of covers a lot of bases too.
Yeah. That's great.
But we had guys, we have guys in classes, and I taught classes here when I came back, and it's not like they were taking a pill.
Yeah.
You take a pill and then you're a leader. Well, not really.
Yeah.
But boy, I got it in prison. And every time we have emails, we have a team. Nan Powell is our group. I know every one of those guys, and every one of them, when they say something, if it's about some day in prison, it might be a little off, but that's only because of memory. But for the most part, what they say is